for now, of course, let's begin with our top stories tonight. Now, officials from the Children's Department and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs today welcomed back a 5-month-old child who was kidnapped and smuggled into South Sudan. Baby Marwa Munene was rescued from a Kenyan woman who was reportedly ferrying him to a client who had placed an order for a baby.
And a delegation gathered at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, waiting for a special delivery. Baby Marwa Munene would be returning today from South Sudan. Officials who received him held him close, afraid to let go of him. This owing to the fact that baby Marwa left the country under no ordinary circumstances. He was allegedly kidnapped and smuggled into South Sudan by a Kenyan woman in her 50s. The woman, identified as Helen Siokau from Makueni, allegedly boarded a bus headed to Juba last October with a 6-day-old baby in tow. As the journey progressed, she aroused the suspicion of the other passengers.
The passengers who were traveling in the bus got suspicious because the baby cried all the way from Nairobi to Nimle, that is Uganda, Sudan border, South Sudan border. And on inquiry, they realized that the lady carrying the kid was not the mother.
This child was in a bus called Simba bus, which was going to Southern Sudan. Now, reports were made to the embassy to the concern of a small child with a woman who is not even giving the breast milk.
The passengers alerted authorities in South Sudan, and the lady was arrested on arrival and the baby taken from her. South Sudanese authorities later arrested 2 accomplices, one a Kenyan man and the other a South Sudanese woman who reportedly placed the order for the child. All 3 were arraigned in court.
The Kenyan suspect is in custody. He was sentenced to imprisonment in South Sudan. And the 2 other suspects, of course, the due process went through the court and they were fined.
Authorities had initially named the baby Lucky Juba for his good fortune and his destination. They later settled on the name Marwa Munene. The baby is headed to a children's home under the supervision of the Children's Department. Kenyan and South Sudanese authorities have already begun investigations to trace his parents using information retrieved from the suspect's mobile telephone. In the meantime, officers from the Children's Department provide a cuddle and reassurance that until his parents are found, baby Marwa is safe with them. Wilkis Tanyabwa, KTN.